Are you feeling overwhelmed by the obstacles in your life, like no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to get ahead? Do you ever wonder who you can really trust, and what motivates the people around you? Trust is such an important part of our lives, but sometimes it feels so hard to figure out who truly deserves it. People put on masks and say all the right things, but how do you really know if someone has the character you can depend on? It's not always easy, but today we will reveal the 5 things you can watch for to see someone's true character. This isn't about judgment, but about empowering yourself to make better decisions when it comes to the people in your life. Life isn't always smooth, and we all face struggles, whether personal or professional, and it can feel even harder when you're surrounded by people whose true intentions are hidden, people who smile at you and speak kindly, but behind the scenes they might not be as genuine as they appear. So how do you figure out who is real and who is just pretending? It's simple. Really true character is revealed not in words or promises, but in the way people handle themselves in certain situations. It's shown in actions rather than spoken sentiments. If you can identify these 5 things in someone, you'll be able to know exactly what kind of person they truly are and whether they deserve your trust and respect. The first thing you need to notice is how someone handles adversity. It's easy to be nice when everything is going well, but what happens when things go wrong? People with true character show their real side when faced with challenges. How do they respond when they're stressed or under pressure? Do they lash out at others, or do they stay calm and handle the situation with grace? People who face adversity with strength, resilience, and maturity show that they have true character. They don't play the blame game, they don't make excuses, they take responsibility for their actions and find solutions instead of just complaining. Look for those who step up in difficult moments, because that's when their true nature shows. Second is consistency in behavior. Some people might be kind to your face, but treat others differently behind your back. True character is consistent, whether someone is in a position of power or not, whether they're in the public eye or not. Their behavior should stay the same. It's easy to act one way when others are watching, but the true test is how they behave when no one is looking. Are they still respectful, humble, and genuine? Are they the same person around their friends as they are when they're alone? Are their words and actions aligned? The people who consistently act with integrity no matter the situation are the ones you want to keep close in your life. Next, notice how they treat others, especially those who have no power or influence over them. Watch how they interact with people who can't offer them anything in return. People with strong character treat everyone with respect, whether it's a stranger at the grocery store or a CEO in a boardroom. They don't show favoritism or look down on others. They understand that every person has value, and they show kindness to all. It's in the little things, how they say thank you or how they help someone without expecting anything in return. These are the people who will stand by you in your time of need because they have a genuine heart and a deep respect for others. The fourth thing to notice is accountability. Do they take responsibility for their actions, or do they make excuses for their mistakes? People with true character own up to their mistakes. They don't blame others or try to cover up their faults. Instead, they acknowledge where they went wrong and work to fix it. Accountability is key to growth. It's how we learn from our mistakes and become better people. If someone is never willing to admit they're wrong or refuses to take responsibility for their actions, that's a red flag. True character is about owning up to mistakes without hesitation and learning from them instead of pretending they didn't happen. Finally, pay attention to how they speak about others. People who gossip or tear others down are often doing so to make themselves feel better or to hide their own insecurities. Those who talk badly about others behind their backs are likely to do the same to you. So how do they speak about their friends, family, co-workers, and even strangers? Do they uplift others, or do they bring them down? Do they speak with kindness and understanding, or with judgment and negativity? People who consistently speak positively about others and lift them up are a true reflection of someone with integrity. They don't engage in gossip or negativity because they understand the power of words and how it affects others. These 5 things are not just traits to look for in others, but they are qualities that you can also develop in yourself. Remember that true character is built over time through consistent actions and decisions. It's about how you show up in the world and how you treat others, especially when no one is watching. You don't have to wait for someone else to change. You can start with yourself and model these traits in your own life. But I know it's not always easy. Trusting people again after being hurt or betrayed can feel impossible. I get it. It's not that simple when you've been let down by others. It's easy to close yourself off and stop trusting anyone. But here's the thing: you can't let past experiences stop you from making new connections. You can't allow fear to control your future. Instead, Use these 5 principles as a guide for the people you let into your life. Don't let your past hold you back from creating the relationships you deserve. As you begin to observe these signs in others, you'll also find yourself growing. You'll start to become more self-aware and begin holding yourself to higher standards. You'll learn to stop accepting toxic behavior and start demanding more from your relationships. This is how you start to attract the right people into your life, the ones who will treat you with respect, kindness, and integrity. Now, you might be thinking that it's hard to believe that anyone can truly live up to these qualities, and maybe you've encountered people who have disappointed you in the past. But remember, no one is perfect. We all make mistakes, but the key is in recognizing when people show genuine remorse and work to improve themselves, when someone acknowledges their flaws and actively works to better themselves. That's a sign of growth. That's a sign of someone with true character. The road to finding trustworthy people isn't always easy, but it's worth it. When you begin to surround yourself with individuals who display these 5 qualities, you'll start to see how much easier life becomes. You won't have to second guess who's on your side. You'll know who you can count on and who is just pretending to be your friend. When you learn to spot these traits in others, you'll feel more confident in your relationships and more at peace with who you choose to trust. Start today. Pay attention to how people behave under pressure, how they treat others, how accountable they are for their actions, and how they speak about those who can't give them anything in return. Let these 5 signs be your guide to knowing someone's true character. Don't settle for anything less than the best in your relationships, because you deserve people who will stand by you, support you, and treat you with the kindness and respect you give to them. Remember that you are in control of who you allow into your life. You have the power to choose who you trust and who you let go. Start applying these principles today and watch how it transforms your relationships. Your success in life and business depends on the people you surround yourself with, so choose wisely. Your future depends on it. You can do this. You have the power to choose wisely. You have the power to trust the right people and create the life you deserve.